And welcome back to Do I Need a Lawyer? I'm your host, Gary Martin Hayes. Thank you for taking the time to be with us. If you have a question that you would like for me to address on Do I Need a Lawyer, all you got to do is email me, Gary@GaryMartinHayes.com, or you can pick up the phone and call us right now, 770-934-8000. The call is free, completely confidential, and there is no obligation whatsoever. In this segment, we're going to talk about nursing home abuse and neglect. So let's go to our viewer's question on this topic. Hi Gary, my dad is in a nursing home. I'm very concerned about him because he recently had to be taken to the emergency room by ambulance. He was severely dehydrated. He also had horrible bed sores on his back because they were not helping him turn in bed. Do I need a lawyer? Well, this is a very important topic for our viewers, as so many of us have aging parents, aunts, or uncles that may need to start considering the options of nursing homes or assisted living facilities. It's also important to me as my mom is now living in an assisted living facility. So let me give you some alarming statistics. The National Center on Elder Abuse estimates that 1.5 million Americans ages 65 or older have been injured or abused by someone on whom they depended for care or protection. 2/3 of those 1 million nursing home residents that are abused or neglected are women. And only 1 in 14 of those incidences of abuse or neglect are ever reported to authorities. In 1999, nursing home statistics regarding the cause of patient death found that almost 5,000 death certificates listed starvation, dehydration, or bed sores as a cause of death. In 2001, 1 out of 4 nursing homes was cited for causing death or serious injury to a resident. 1 in 4. Now, what types of abuse and neglect can happen at these facilities? Well, I break this down into 2 different categories, neglect and abuse. Well, neglect. This can include lack of care for existing medical problems or lack of attention to the needs of the patient. The patient may have bed sores, and these are also known as pressure sores or ulcers, skin rash, infections, dehydration, skin tears, significant weight loss, depression or isolation, wandering around outside of the facility. And you ask, how can this happen? You would think the facilities would do all they can do to prevent this kind of neglect from ever happening. Well, it often comes down to the root of all evil, and that's money. And these facilities are understaffed, or the people that are hired to work there are not properly trained, nor are they properly supervised, because the facility is cutting costs to save money. And all of this is being done at the expense of the patient. And according to a report by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, 90% of U.S. nursing homes are staffed at levels too low to provide adequate care. 90%. The Milbank Quarterly, which is a health policy journal, states that African Americans are 4 times as likely as white Americans to reside in understaffed and poorly funded nursing homes that all offer substandard care. And this lack of training can lead to other problems, especially when it comes to providing the proper medications. According to a report in the American Journal of Medicine, a study by the University of Massachusetts Medical School found that nursing home residents in the U.S. suffer 1.9 million adverse drug effects each year. 1.9 million. 86,000 of these are fatal or life-threatening. And here's something that just blows you away. 70% of these were preventable. 70% could have been prevented if someone was paying attention. Now let's talk about abuse. Abuse is when someone intentionally does something or they intentionally do not do something knowing that the patient will be affected in some way. Well, here are some examples of abuse. Signs could include bruises, open wounds or welts, fear or anxiety, an unexplained refusal or inability to communicate, disorientation, presence of unjustifiable physical restraint, prolonged or continual deprivation of food or water, and elder reports of being slapped, punished, or shaken while at the facility, and injuries requiring emergency treatment or hospitalization. Now, if you have a family member or friend that is a victim of nursing home abuse or neglect, I encourage you to speak with an attorney about the potential claim. And remember, the choice is certainly yours on whether or not you hire an attorney, but you only have one shot at justice to recover all the cash and benefits to which you're entitled. And you have absolutely nothing to lose by calling an attorney. But think of all you can lose if you don't. So pick up the phone right now, give us a call, 770-934-8000. All the calls are completely free, confidential. There is no obligation, there's no risk to you whatsoever. You have the questions, we have the answers. 770-934-8000, or you can go to my website, GaryMartinHayes.com, to find out more information on nursing home abuse. 770-934-8000, and more of Do I Need a Lawyer is coming up next.